Hi, it's Thomas Steed here. Not going to see my face in this one because we're focused in on the boots. So this video I'm going to be doing a quick walkthrough on how the lacing works on mine and the standard lacing system for a lace-in zipper. Now, as you can see here, when I loosen up the top, this is how it works standardly down here at the bottom. It's not loosening up when I pull on it. So this lace, typically you start down here at the bottom, and if you're using one lace, you're gonna go underneath just like you would with your normal kiltie, come up and then through each side, and then you just go in, and then it goes underneath and back up through the next loop, and then back out, and then straight down to the next loop, or eyelet. Technically, we want to use technical terms here. And then in through that one, back to its adjacent eyelet, down underneath to the next one down, if you can see that, and then out, and then just like before, over, out through that eyelet, out. Now this is where it's changed into the way that I'm doing my system here, and makes it quite a bit more solid, as I do the exact same thing except for in these spots where you'd normally have no lace on this side in between. I'm coming back down after I come through that next eyelet, going underneath, rolling over the top, and then back underneath of here. Let me see. I'm trying to make sure that you can see what I'm doing. I'll just use the end of it like that. And then that way I can come up here on this side, pull that down tight, and pull that in, and that keeps that from shifting around and loosening up too much. I mean, obviously the leather is going to stretch and give a little bit on its own and get to a point where it's just fitting more snug, and you're going to end up going through that every time that you relace like this. But to watch the standard process back up, I'm going to do that again real quick. Let's unlace or unzip and take that off, and I'll do that much closer to the camera. Make sure you guys can see it. So just like before with the standard lacing, comes up, through, underneath in there, back up through, and then I come underneath the previous lace over, bring that in, over the top, and then back up underneath on the opposite side of this one, which creates a little spot like that. I'm sorry, I just realized that my camera itself is actually casting a little bit of a shadow. So hopefully you got a look on that. Let me re-show you interior. So it starts here, coming out, up, in, up, out, up, in, up, out, up, in, up, out, up, in, up, out. Up here. So at this point of this, let me get this tightened back up the way that I prefer. Now you don't have to do your laces as tight as me, because you know some people don't like their boots like this. They're more of a station zipped boot. Technically this is a T1 Commander that's got upgrades, you know, it's custom options on this build. Let me scoot down here so you all can see what I am doing when I do this relacing up. A lot easier. So it is a T1 Commander. A lot of different custom builds. You can't just off of Frank's website build this boot. You will have to actually make a phone call to Frank's Boots up there in Washington. If you just Google Frank's Boots, it comes up. They're up in Spokane, Washington. Give them a call. They're really fantastic guys to work with. If you can get the opportunity to get up there to the store and actually get fitted for your boots in there physically, that's going to be your best option. Your next best option is going to be meeting with somebody who does mobile fitting. So in my region, it would be in Idaho Falls. The guy's name is Nick at Footwear Outfitters. He did a fantastic job. My boots fit. What do you know? Does probably hundreds of wildland firefighters and other guys fit sheets for many different companies. So he knows what he's doing, and that's going to be kind of the way it's going to be when you go to anybody who does these fit sheets for these companies. Anyways, we're going to get back to this. So now, remember, we've come out of this eyelet, and you can see where it comes from the inside, where this one went up, in, out, and then obviously I came back down and did my lacing. But the rest of this way up on this, I just do the standard lacing because it's in this area that gets the most amount of flexing, and you end up getting a lot more of these sections in between here, here, and here that like to kind of mushroom out on your station boots, and I don't particularly care for that look, so that's why I've opted to do this. So just to make a long story short, since we're running out on time here, I don't want to take up somebody's time all day. We're going in the first, and then through the station zip in. Then on the inside, we're coming up to the next eyelet up, through there, through the next eyelet up on the boot. Now see, like I said, there's going to be a space because I'm coming back up to the next one. We're always working up when we're doing it standard. In, up, out. Now if I was to be doing it the other way, I would come back through up underneath this one. And then back through on that side. You want to work that down over on that. So it kind of makes there. That's be like that. But that's not what we're doing here. Okay? That's not normal. That's how I do it. That's how that works. That's the inside. So it's the same thing that you're seeing on the outside is going on the inside of the zipper. You're always going in and up and out and up and in and up and out and up. So that's kind of the way that the normal station zip works. Some differences on a couple of other things. Some people, rather than just using one lace and going underneath of it like you would with your kiltie, obviously, because I have my kilties in, they will start on the outside of here and just tie off a knot on both sides and just go in and out and up and in, up, out, up, in, up, out, up. Doing that same